Hello, everyone. Welcome to Wednesday. On this beautiful Wednesday, we're going to look at some YouTube comments like we usually do. We have a little bit of degeneracy in here today. It's been a while, but degeneracy gets me really, really excited. And we have some really good ones, too. It's going to be a nice, full comment section, despite the fact that we had one less video because of the holiday and all that. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it, so to speak. And if you want to be on these videos, if you have something to say to me, please leave a comment on a YouTube video. You might make it in. Maybe. Perhaps. I don't know. I don't know until I know. So do that. So I'm going to start here with the Diva 1186. Yeah, let's just blame the Japanese players for Bandai's terrible game design. I do watch and like a lot of your content, but I feel like that point is just tone deaf. Format caused 90% of your player base to want to quit, not the player's fault. We can already acknowledge that Bandai's R&D department sucks. Again, Bandai's not the problem, not the player base. Okay. There were a lot of comments on the YouTube video I made regarding, is BT15 the worst set ever? That were about this, basically. Because I made a comment about the Japanese players getting the card hit, a Patamon hit, before it even came over here. I'm going to apologize in advance because I did not explain myself well. So I'm going to use this moment to clarify. To be fair, I didn't think this needed explanation, but I don't know, here we are anyway. So let me tell you guys what I meant by this comment. Bandai will definitely take players, definitely take the players in heart. What am I trying to say here? They'll definitely take the players' opinion when it comes to certain things in the Digimon card game if it's unfavorable. If a lot of people are complaining, if a lot of people are expressing negative emotions, or if a lot of people are just not enjoying themselves and it reaches Bandai's ears and eyeballs, Bandai will do something about that. And we have actual live proof of this. We have the ban restricted list back with Icewall was hit. The resulting unenjoyable play patterns outweigh the benefit of this card's effect. We decided to limit it per one. And then we also have cards like Tommy. This ultimately limits the gameplay experience and causes frustration. Therefore, we've decided to restrict it to one copy per deck. Bandai decided to restrict a card like this because it was creating a frustrating gameplay experience. And how else would Bandai know that if no one spoke, if no one in Japan used their mouth? Because it wasn't North America, I'll tell you that. It was not. It wasn't North America that was complaining about this card. I mean, the North American players were, for sure, but Japan has been the only one playing with Pokemon, right? Japan has been the only set playing with this card. So what happens? They're listening to the old Japanese players, venting frustrations. They're listening to the old Japanese players saying, "Oh, this card's gonna make me quit," blah 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 blah, stuff and things. Now, 90% is an over exaggeration. I want that to be clear. I'm pretty sure 90% of all Japanese Digimon players did not say, this card is ridiculous. I'm pretty sure that's a little bit too high. But that's what I meant. Like, the players do speak up and Bandai does listen. So when you have a lot of people taking in mind Japanese tournament results as well, that's when they might decide to hit a card before we even get over here. It was so bad that they hit it on it for us before the set even came out. Okay? That's all that I meant. I understand how what I said sounds a lot worse than it is, so I'm just taking that moment in time to clarify that. However, shout out to the Real Team Outcast for saying Mara's a horrible person. Now, I don't know who's more horrible. Me? Or a person that goes out of their way to leave a comment on this on the YouTube. Now, the Real Team Outcast, I don't know what I did to this person, but they titillate me. Whenever they leave one of these tone-deaf, idiotic, stupid comments, it gets me excited. Like, I don't know what it is about that, but the shitty life quality this person must have to feel like leaving a comment like this on a YouTube video is a good idea, actually productive to society, is just laughable to me. But that's okay. Not a big deal. Let's go to Vappa Fish. I see. So this is the worst set ever because you can't make money on it. Good. See, another comment like that. Another person that's like, oh, Mario's getting screwed over. So I'm going to go ahead and give spoilers for the Friday video. If you've not seen the video that I uploaded on Friday about BT15, I recommend you pause this and you go watch that video right now, because I'm about to give you spoilers as to my thought process. Because I don't think this person listened or watched my video to the end exactly. Because it was at the end of the video that I gave my analysis. First of all, I did not lose money on this set, so I don't know what this person's talking about. But second of all, I also said this is not the worst set ever. Newsflash, it is not the worst set ever, BT15. Just because it's up there doesn't mean it's the worst set ever. So I don't think this person watched my video, at least all the way. I think this person, or if he did, then his brain is made of mayonnaise, and that's just unfortunate. Mayo brain is a definite problem. Can't really do anything about it, but it is what it is. Yeah, so I don't know. Watch the video before leaving a comment that makes absolutely no sense. I guess that's my recommendation. I don't know. Cosmic Dark Lord. Just a reminder to all that regardless of how you feel about the ban list, that Bandai did create a problem. The inclusion of LM cards and limited Apocalypse cards really hurts the set. Remember that stores and distributors have to agree to purchase a certain amount months before they receive product. Bandai already made their money and are not hurting. It's the local game stores who got burned holding the bag. This is actually like 1000% true, and I wanted to include it. A lot of people don't realize that stores have to order the product like 5 to 6 months in advance, usually, before it even comes out in North America. Like, we have to. We are forced to do it, or we won't get anything. So, yeah, we already made a pre-order for a set that we thought would be a banger set. I know a lot of store owners. A couple of them messaged me and said, yeah, this was not a productive set financially for us. We got screwed because of the ban list. And, like, I feel for them. I really do. I got lucky that I made money on it and didn't, like, get screwed, basically. It took a little bit of luck. Not gonna lie. It was teetering between money and lack of money. Now, this set didn't make me a lot of money, but technically I did make it go green, which is good. That's fine. Whatever. But yeah, stores, things like this really messes up stores. And like you hate to see it, especially because some of these stores are not big. Like, you know, if a store like PPG or Carta Magica or Play TCG orders a lot, you know, they're huge. They can kind of afford for something to go belly up, technically speaking. But like your mom and pop game store can't. It's a really sad thing. I feel for those people that are having problems with this set. So, yeah, good awareness. Ash's Fault. If you have ever played against full power Pokemon, you would know. It's absolute crap. It is absolute crap, and it's not complaining. It is just a broken deck for sure. I don't know what this comment is intended to do. I'll give you my opinion on Pokemon. Yes, it's powerful. Yes, it's tier 1. Is it beatable? It sure is. It really is. It's not a tier 0 deck by any stretch of the imagination whatsoever. I've been playtesting for the Ultimate Cup this weekend. I guess it is, yeah, this weekend now when you hear this. I have a couple viable options to a Pokemon, to counter Pokemon, if I decide to play in it. Like, there's decks you can play if you don't want to play Pokemon. It's not really a big deal. So, I don't know. This comment was in the design, but that's that, I guess. Last comment on the BT15 the worst set ever video. This guy is stupid, sometimes stupid, and sometimes less stupid. LOL. How are you going to blame the player base for bad card design? And also, I'm happy that they did that because, honestly, I wouldn't want to play in that format, you know? Again, this is leading back to the original point, to how I kind of, like, I guess, misunderstood how the community took my Japanese player comment. That's okay. But yes, I think we have to acknowledge that the Japanese players did not invent a Pokemon. It was, at the end of the day, Bandai's card design and R&D that made the card. It's all Bandai's fault. Everything has cascaded from Bandai designing this card. I think we all know that. I don't think that's anything but common sense. So, there you go. Now we'll move on to someone else. Like Skull666388. Given the Vaimon eats Machinedramon, I'd certainly not be betting on Machinedramon right now. Would I ever bet on Machinedramon? I would not. So I completely agree with this comment. Absolutely. Why? Why would you play Machine Dramon? I have no idea. I really don't. But we cannot deny that it does support this set. I don't know. Whatever. Jimmy MC 118. Bandai caused Ramon to spike. Purple running out of purple engines. This is a good comment. And I agree. There's not a lot of ways in purple to get cards in the graveyard. You know, they hit the Eismon package. They hit the Garurumon package recently. They keep hitting stuff. Analog Youth is still legal, but for how long, in my opinion? Raremon is just good. And it's limited quantities of the limited pack version 2 that's causing Raremon to spike, on top of it being meta viable, because it is a very good card. It's very good. I don't want to be the guy that tells you otherwise. I'd love to tell you that Raremon is crap, just to drive down the price, but I can't say that. I do not believe in lying to my audience. Raremon is a good card. I'm sorry that you don't feel that way, but the community thinks it is, and that's why it is as expensive as it is. And of course, thanks for the market watch. Not sure why you're constantly fixated on Rhyme My Avatar, though. I think there's room for multiple content creators in the community. It really just makes you look a bully at this point. I'm not really fixated on him. I don't really have anything else to add to that. I'm really not. There are certain things that he does that are funny. Maybe funny is not the right word to use. But I'm not fixated, I swear. I have no time in my life to be fixated on the whims of anyone else. If anything, I don't think about that for a second. I'm going to leave that comment out because that's not appropriate to this realm at all. But yeah, no, I don't, not fixated. No. I had to think about it for a second there, but no. That's not fixated. Rafael Rosario 2805. To all the Black or Gray fans, this title is clickbait. If that's all you care about, seek your Black or Gray content elsewhere. Yes, this person fell for the bait. This person got baited. See, it doesn't matter. This comment exists because they already clicked on the video. Because it's clickbait. That's right. Rafael Rosario is trying to do a service. He's just failing at doing that. Because he's a failure, I guess. That's a little bit rough. Let me explain. When I pick I've talked about this before with the comment videos. I have to pick Digimon-related things that will get attention to get the comment videos, to get views in the YouTube algorithm. I have to. They're already some of the lowest viewed content on the channel, but I like making the content anyway because it's fun and exciting. So we gotta do things like that. So this guy is right. It is clickbait. However, it's too late. Once you've clicked on the video, the damage is already done. And a lot of people don't even wait to go to the comment section in a video. They just watch the video and then, give it some time and then go to the comments and then maybe leave a comment or whatever. So, yeah, it's a good attempt. And I understand that this guy here might not be pleased with me, but unfortunately his services are indeed useless by leaving a comment like this. So, actually, shame on him. Bad guy. Not a hero, more like a villain. One of those heroes that you're watching the show, right? And you think, nah, there's no way this guy's the bad guy. He's doing all these cool things for the good guys. But then you realize he's the ultimate bad guy. He was just playing you all along. That's this guy. Absolutely. Dino Wrestler. As for doing market watch on regular arts, I do remember you doing videos on the cost of decks in the format people wanted while to play. Like Armor Rush. I think it was like $200 or under versus $1,200 or over if it was maxed out. I used to make those videos, yes. For those of you that have not been around, last year, actually it was longer than last year now. Wow. Anyway, last year, 2 years ago, somewhere in that ballpark, I created videos where we went on to TCG Player, and we discovered how expensive a deck was base rarity, how expensive it was max rarity. I stopped making those videos because they stopped getting views. That's just as simple as it is. Could I bring it back here and there? I guess I could, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I feel. We'll see how I feel. I've started the thinking process on the channel. This weekend, I was having some good conversations with people regarding the channel. Things are going to be changing at some point. Maybe this could be part of the changes. I don't know. Neth Xing. Where is the Black Pokemon list? It's not on this video, I'm sorry. But, you know, if you want deck lists from me, the best place to go is actually my Twitch. I do deck lists on Twitch before they even hit YouTube, if they even hit YouTube. So I've kind of changed the way I do things, because back in the day, all my 69% deck lists or higher win rate would be on YouTube, but I've changed that because I don't have time. Now that I have a third market watch, comment review video, Sunday showdown, I guess sometimes. No time. Plus I gotta cover anything important that happens as well. So if you guys want deck profiles, Twitch is the way to go. I know for certain that at some point during BT15's life cycle, there will be a Black War Greymon deck. Because believe it or not, Black War Greymon is indeed still in the meta. Even though there are people that would tell you otherwise. Nightfire731. The biggest con is the tragic lack of in-person events. 2 over 4 months is the best we can do. Give me a break. Not everyone has a setup for it or even wants to do online events. This is true. And I've been saying this for a while. A lot of people have. We need more events that are in person. We really do. People want them. They're filling out. They're filling up. Gotta make it happen. I don't know. Resetnition. I think it's really great of you to take the initiative and try to host a big in-person event yourself, Mario. Big creds. Well, thank you. I may or may not have some information on this in a few weeks to come. So, stay tuned to that. At this point in time in filming this video, I'm just waiting for someone to get back to me. Actually, 2 people, technically. But yeah, update will be coming soon, I guess. Next, Explosion 4058. I'm New Zealand, Oceania-based, and the problem we have is that we've got only 20 TAC games, and they're Australian-based. We've only had a single in-person event in New Zealand, and we have had more people in that regional than we've had in online events. So there's clearly demand. We'd love to see more in-person events in New Zealand, and ideally we'll have another tournament. TO, yes, that's a good idea. I can't speak to anyone other than North America, because I just don't really know. But you guys are getting screwed if you don't live in North America. Absolutely. My recommendation is moving to North America. As unrealistic as that is, if you want to play more Digimon, it might be the way. But again, we also barely have IRL events, but at least took us online events. This is not good. There's no good solution. The whole point is that Bandai should be providing to your nation, and they're not. It's just a failure of what Bandai can and cannot do. And finally, Benjamin Wiseman. Promo Patamon is a bait. Yellow Vaccine doesn't have enough 2-color cards to make it worthwhile. And there's already another Patamon that searches for angels. You can use it as for Mastermon, I suppose, but Mastermon only has room for 8 level 3s. B9 Salamon is probably the searcher you want if you want a searcher. And the people in the comments are basically telling why he's wrong. So I'm going to give this guy a little bit of an explanation too. It's not just about angels. It's really not. It's about decks like the Terriermon Lopmon Advanced deck, where if you want to play like more of a yellow base, you'll be adding Rapidmons to your hand. You'll be adding Mega Gargo Ace to your hand because it can add part black cards to your hand, and so on and so on. Armor Rush. You played an Armor Rush. You grab some stuff there. To his point, Mastermon. Yeah, you grab some stuff from there. There's some dual color stuff, absolutely. So it's not just those, like what he mentioned. There's so much more that you didn't realize. And like, I'm going to be real. I never even thought about Promo Patamon in Angels until this guy mentioned it. Like, I thought about it, but it wasn't like an active thought in my brain. But like, this is because of the Terriermon Lopmon deck. Like, I have a yellow build that plays 4 BT14 Patamon and 4 of this promo. Because you're playing a lot of Rapidmons, and you'll be searching things, especially in BT16. It gets so much valuable in those armor decks with the yellow vaccine package too. Like, God, this is really good. So I don't know. It's not worth the price point it is. It's just the price point it is, like Raremon, because it's so rare and hard to find. That'll do for today. We spent a little bit longer on this one, but there's a lot of good comments to address and a lot of just nonsense. But, you know, we gotta, sometimes filter our way through this shit just to come up with something nice and shiny. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you later. Bye!